Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com. Welcome in, everybody, to Metaphysical Meanderings. Lana, how are you?
I'm okay. It's been a busy one. Now, if you guys don't know, just telling Kent, I have a 5-acre farm. I have horses, and it's dry. I would say it's like a drought because we need some rain.
Yeah, very dry.
So I've been really busy with that. And you guys don't know that when I'm not doing this, and I'm not painting, or you know what I mean, I'm doing one of my hobbies, but I'm usually taking care of this farm. So, I'm out watering, trying to keep all I have, did I ever tell you I have like 2,500 types of hostas?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I bought some new ones, and I have to keep everything wet. So hopefully it's supposed to rain though, I heard. So anyway,
Alice and I might stop out and get a couple of those.
You can come out and get whatever you want.
Awesome.
Well, actually, you know what? I'll bring you a couple. I'll bring you a couple of odd ones that I know you might like.
Oh, great. Yes. Okay. We love hostas.
They might come out. Well, they're easy to grow. Did you know you can eat them? Did you know that? They're edible. They're actually food. And that's why you're like them. They taste like asparagus.
Oh.
Right, Christina? As they're unfurling, you chop them and you cut them and you fry them, or you cook them, you put them in. Cool. Boil them, whatever. They taste like asparagus. So, which is, yeah. So somebody's telling me in Kansas City they have so much rain they don't know what to do with it. Well, send it to me up here.
Send it north. Yeah.
Because it's dry. Anyway,
Michigan too. Yeah.
Michigan's dry too. It's supposed to rain today. Let's keep our fit, because otherwise my horses are starving. So I have to get out there, and probably I can't water 3 acres. You know what I'm saying? I can't water 3 acres, you guys. It'd be really hard to do. So anyway, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about Akashic records, because I've been doing Akashic record readings live. I don't know if I've told you that.
Oh, that's great.
It has to do with past life regression, you guys. It has to do with, if you ever heard of the Book of Life in the Bible, that's what the Akashic records are. Akashic is Sanskrit. So that's where that comes from, the name. But what it is, it's the Book of Life. And to let you guys know, you are an infinite being. You have existed before, and you will exist again. I'm telling you. Okay. And what I'm going to do is tell you, you can access them to a certain point, but a lot of times you need somebody to help you initially. So I'm going to go through that today. And before I do everything, I do have some reminders. Sale. I have a sale going on, 30% off, half-hour reading, or a past life regression. They're both 30% off. So take advantage of that. It's up through this week, up to the 9th of June, I believe. Also, I have a meditation class that started at 6 p.m. Central. So you can join it, and for a couple bucks, you get some free guided meditation. I had somebody that really liked it. They gave me a 5-star review on my Google. So I'm like, oh, thank you. Cool. Also, start reading my blogs. What we're posting today will be on my blog. Okay. It will be posted. All right. So I want you guys to understand that. All right. Also, I'm still doing life coaching. I've got 10 people. Whatever you need, you get. If you need you need a little bit of tweaking of some hypnosis, that's something that or past life regression. Some people wanted to learn tarot cards. I mean, I've got a lot of people doing this. So if you're interested, look into it on coffee.com. All right.
Dang, woman, do you ever sleep?
I know. Tell me about it. You know what? I'm in balance, because you guys don't know. I don't always call you back. I had somebody that got really angry with me. I think it was Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and I did not respond. I'm very good at responding. I'll respond usually within a couple hours. And so I didn't, and she got really mad at me, and and I'm like, I'm sorry, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I don't do anything. I do my own thing. So that I won't respond. Sometimes I will if I feel like it, but usually I will not because I'm busy doing other things.
Yep.
So just remember, I will get back to you. It's just, I what I do is I usually star it and then get back to you. All right. So anyway, um, I want you guys to understand what past life regression is before we get into this. I am putting you in a hypnotic state. You're not out. You're not going to cluck like a chicken. You're not doing any of those things. It's you're connecting to your soul because your soul has all these infinite memories. Okay.
Hmm.
And I know like I said, I had put Kent under with past life regression, and you saw one of your lifetimes was all,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Just
Yeah.
one of them. Yeah. Okay. Um, and so that you understand that that has to do with your Akashic records. Okay, your Akashic records. Um, like I said, I've told you before that you can do future life progression too, right?
No.
Did I ever tell
Cool.
you that? Well, you
No.
haven't. You can see the future too. I bet you guys didn't know that. Now, which always brings to me, because I always say there's free will and you can make changes in your lifestyle in your life, right, you guys? But I'm telling you that it makes me question, is everything if you can do future life progression, is everything destiny or preordained? It makes me wonder. I mean, there are some times when you can take different routes, and I know that. But it's just something to think about. It's like a deep thing you can think about. All right. So how can you get to the records? Okay. Now, usually the quickest way is to have somebody help you, because some of them are blocked. And so you have a hard time seeing them. Now, I will tell you, once have you had any other dreams, Kent, since? It could have been other lifetimes.
No, not
No.
after that first week. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because sometimes you will start knowing people. Sometimes you'll be like, and then things will flood back. Okay. And you'll be like, where'd that come from? Okay. That is probably what's going on. Okay. All right. Um, and yes, I'm going to be do readings, but you'll have to wait until like towards the end. Okay. Uh, uh, Vibrational frequency. Like we're going to talk about how to assess these or access them.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can do a prayer and assess some of them. You can access some of them. You'll be able to I have a prayer here, and the jury's out, because I'm a kind of a believer that you need help from somebody else, because they're blocked to you most of the
Sure.
time.
Sure.
And certain things are blocked. Okay. But your soul knows them, and you can get them accessed. Now, I know that I've had past life regression, and I must have had 8 or 10 lifetimes that I had, and it went on for an hour and a half. And now I see them. I meet somebody for the first time, I'll be like, oh, I know you. I know you. I know you. You know, that type of thing. So I want you guys to remember that. All right. And so you can do this prayer. It's called a pathway prayer. And I'm going to be teaching this a little bit to you really fast. It's going to be on my blog. I'm making a blog. I have a blog page now on enchantedsky.com or Lana's Enchanted Sky. Either one, that's where you can book the readings and stuff. But there's also a blog on there now. And I'm going to be writing that in here. I just haven't completely typed it all. So I'm thinking that's going to be my transcripts now, Kent. Every week we're going to do
Nice.
transcripts and
Cool.
blog. Yep. So that way you can find things. Okay.
Love it.
Making life easier, making more work for myself. But yeah, this has gotten, you guys know, if you've been following me, this has gotten, it's not crazy, but it's gotten very busy. So anyway, and yes, did finally get my coloring book done. I'm waiting for the mock-up to come. If you guys don't know what a mock-up is, that's the sample copy.
Nice.
It's a meditation coloring book. And what you do is it's like there's sacred symbols in there, there's fun things, and there's a page on the back to write what you're getting as a meditation as you're coloring. Because anytime you kind of check out. So if you're reading a good book or you're coloring, it's downtime. Your brain is it's it's processing, so
Mhm.
so now go to this pathway prayer, and I'm going to read this pathway prayer for you guys. Okay, so can everybody on TikTok please hit like, because it'll go a little bit more viral. Okay, all right, thank you. And it does work. I don't know why it does. I think it just more people see it then. Anyway, yes, see, thank you. So this pathway prayer is, now, first of all, you guys know Metatron is he guards the book of life for the Akashic records, right? We've talked about Metatron before. Do you remember me talking about
Yeah.
Metatron? And I don't even know why, but I was praying to Metatron, and then I had all these angels in my videos, and I was like, yeah, I had a couple of people, oh, it's fake. It's fake. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm faking that. Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, so it's a vibrational frequency, this prayer, and you kind of say it, and you try to mentally lift your vibration, and it gets it to work that way. Okay.
Mhm.
And if you can't meditate, you have to work on it. It takes a little time. What you're literally doing when you meditate is you're changing your brainwave from alpha and beta to theta, which is a different brainwave that you don't have it very often unless you're meditating. It just takes some practice. Okay, so I had somebody on here that says they can't meditate. You can. It just takes a little. You just have to.
It does take practice. Yeah.
You just can't automatically do it. Now, I have a lot of people that will tell me, well, I fall asleep all the time. Well, that is a form of meditation. You did it right, because you have to say your theta brain waves are higher level, but they're slower. So you might fall asleep. I know I have literally been meditating, and within 5 minutes, I'm like awake again. I'm looking around, like, because that is the right thing you're doing. You are doing it right. Okay. So this vibrational frequency is probably can't even talk, 432 hertz, because there's a couple of different hertz, and you guys know the singing bowls, that in which I need to order a set. I've got my tuning forks, but anyway, they help you meditate because they mimic this vibrational frequency. That's what then helps you meditate. So, if you're doing this and you're doing it right, it's like you just go, I don't know. When you meditate, Kent, do you kind of like, you're not there, sort of?
Yeah. If done properly, yeah, you kind of lose time and space.
Yes, it's kind of like you're not there, and it's like I can't even hear. Like, I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
and I've done it where and I'm like, and I kind of like wake up, and I think what it is for a lot of people, it scares them, and that's why they say I can't meditate. I think it's you find that a little scary. You've let go.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just something to work on, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you can't, it's okay. I met quite a few people that are having that trouble.
Now, have you ever done one of those self-deprivation, like
Yes, I have. You pod? Like
the pod, yeah.
I've done one. I was floating in water.
Yeah.
Float in water. And that's very close to Yeah, it's basically meditation. Yes. It's the same feeling.
But I mean, it's absolutely, it's like you're Mork from Mork and Mindy, right? I mean, you're in like an egg or this pod that you're absolutely weightless, and it's there's no sound in it, right?
Nope, no, there's nothing. It's just nothing. And so then your mind, it's like it settles your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you have never tried one?
No, I'm a little
Really?
claustrophobic.
No.
I don't know.
If you are having anxiety and you want to cure your anxiety, you go that there's places you can go get in them.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, but
there's quite a few. And yeah, no, it's actually awesome. And if you're having a lot of pain, like I think it was when I was having my back issue a couple years ago, I tore a muscle in my back, and I think that was when I did it. And you're weightless and there's no pain. Yeah. It's kind of like, I guess that's how you feel when you're on your way back to heaven, when you're in between lifetimes, and you know what I'm saying? When you're weightless, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothingness.
Yeah, there's no pressure points. Yeah.
No, nothing. You don't feel gravity. It's kind of cool. Okay.
Crazy.
All right. Kiana says she sees deep waves when she's in deep meditation. That might be a past life. I'm gonna give you a prayer to see if that can help you go a little farther. Okay. So I'm gonna give you this. I'm just gonna say it, but it's gonna be on my blog. So you guys pay attention to that and you can do the blog. And what we'll do is discuss it, and then yes, I'm gonna do readings for a little bit. This is gonna be a little bit shorter session because I have to talk to a lot of people, and
Busy.
It's my business. It's a business thing, and I had no idea. I know I'm a Capricorn rising, and you guys know if you are an Earth sign. So if you're a Sun, Moon, or Rising Earth sign, you very much so have the ability to make money. Okay. I'm a Capricorn. That is the business person of the zodiac. Taurians can make money like nobody's business. However, they can lose it too. They're one of these people that wants to find our things in life. So yeah. And Virgo is just well organized. So do you know do you remember your sun, moon, and rising?
I've got it written down. I don't remember. I've got it written down someplace. I'd have to look it up.
I would guess you have an earth sign somewhere because you're dealing with money and stuff a lot. So I was actually surprised you were a Cancer. When I first met you, I was surprised when you said that to me. And I'm like, I know he's a Cancer Leo cusp. And by the way, some people don't believe in the cusp thing, but I don't agree with them. So I still say that there's something to it. Anyway, so I'm going to give you this my point being before I start is that people who are earth signs make good business people. If you've got that, go for it. Especially now with that Pluto in retrograde. Pluto's in Aquarius, which is progressive. It's very, very much to your advantage, especially if you're an air sign or even Aquarius right now. But also just in general, there's so much transformation going on. Remember when I said in 24 to 26, there'd be tons of things going on? Well, that's when the Pluto in retrograde returns, and it's going to stay there a long time. And by the way, I was wrong. I will admit I said the Celtics were going to win. Remember? The Boston Celtics. I did, and they didn't. They got right down to the nitty gritty, though. They were so close, but yep. And so I admit when I'm wrong, but you know what? I almost wonder if I didn't jinx myself because I'm not supposed to bet on what I get told, but I did.
Yeah.
I did just because I was so sure they were going to win. I'm like, it's okay though. Yeah. So anyway, back to what we're doing. Thanks, guys. All right. So I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this prayer, and you can make it, or you can say this, or you can make this change it any way you want. But it has to do with Metatron, your angels, and God. So okay. So I'm going to read it. So I asked, so this is what it says. So, and I'm paraphrasing because it's translation. It's a translation from Aramaic or Arabic.
Aramaic, yeah.
Probably Aramaic, yeah. I ask God to place his protective shield of love and truth around me permanently. So only love and truth of God will exist between you and me. And that we're referring to God. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jenny. I ask my masters, guides, and loved ones to channel through me from wherever they are to say whatever they wish. I ask guardian of the Akashic records, who is Metatron, to allow me to open my record and access information that I am allowed. Notice it said that I am allowed. I want to tell you that sometimes they're locked and that you have to have help from other people, just to let you know. But you can, like I said once, I don't know. All I know is that I've done past life regression and it changed my life. It very much changed my life. I just recognize people. My psychic ability is better. It'll be nothing for me to like have a dream and go, wow, that was a past life there, wasn't it? And I will literally wake up and do that. I will walk up to people and say, oh my God, I know you. And the thing is, it's so funny. And they know you too. Yeah. They know you too. There is a knowing in there. Eyes are the windows of the soul. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but they recognize you by in their eyes. Okay. So so for instance, the first time I ever met my chiropractor, his name is Jim, and he's passed now. And so um he said to me, and I'll never forget because I recognized him. It took me a little bit. I kept going. And then I had a dream with all these other people that I knew in that lifetime that were in town, and the town is a fairly big town. And then I found out later, and I was like, boy, they like, look at, she's here. Oh, wow. And it was like we were all like servants and stuff. And I found out that later that they all went to him as a chiropractor when there were hundreds of chiropractors. Don't tell me that was not a coincidence.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, all I know is I'll never forget what he said to me. He goes, well, my name's Morgano because I'm Italian in this lifetime. He literally said that to me, and I don't think he realized he said it. And that's what told me, go, uh-huh. And you know what? He is actually my guide now. And he talks to me all the time. Matter of fact, I did make a video on TikTok, so check it out, about what he has to say and why he knows so much. Because the other side doesn't know. They're not psychic. It's that they don't know everything. And I kept saying, well, you're not God. How do you know everything? And he goes, because you are me and I am you, because we are all one. And all of the time continuum, everything overlaps and it meets. It was a really, really kind of a profound thing that he was telling me. And he goes, and that's why. Because I said, how do you know this? And how do you know that? I said, you're not supposed to, really. I mean, you see what I'm saying? But it was a very interesting thing. So check it out on TikTok if you want. It was if you go to my profile, you'll find it. Because it's kind of deep. Yeah. And he asked me, he said, well, that's a very Buddhist way of looking at it. And I said, actually, I'm kind of a blend of a couple religions. So I just know that I just repeated what I was told. So with that said, I think that if you were to do a prayer before you go to sleep, you'll also remember your dreams, because a lot of people will tell me, I don't remember anything. Well, tell yourself to remember.
Right.
Well, remember, if you tell yourself to remember that you are an infinite being. Okay. All right. It's okay. It's just, so anyway, so when you did your past life regression, and you said that you were like in the Middle East, were you male? I can't remember.
Yep. I was a guy.
You were a guy? Okay. Because I do want to tell you, I had somebody that last night I did lives, and I said, I gave him a real cheap price. I said, I will tell you one of your lifetimes. People, how do you know that? I said, because I get it. Now, I was on for 2 hours because I couldn't catch up. There were so many people that wanted them. And I finally caught up, and I was exhausted. Right? It's very exhausting because they're sending you information you're trying to get back. It's different if I'm pulling cards for fun. That's, I got a tower card. Uh-oh. What's going to happen now today, right? But it's going to be okay. So it's all right. It's going to be a surprise, though. It's going to be a surprise today. So let's see what happens there. Hey, maybe it's a surprise and it has a lightning bolt. So maybe we will get a nice heavy thunderstorm and
good soaking, maybe. Yeah.
Good soaking. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, all I know is that in different lifetimes, you can be a male or a female. And that astounded people. And I said, because at your core, you're male, or you're at your core, you're female. And you can spend a lifetime as a woman. You can spend a lifetime as a man. And I try to tell people that, and that a couple of people that blew their minds a little. But anyway, I just know that I did it, and I would tell them one of their lifetimes. And every single person that I told them, and there were weird things. Okay, you guys, there's weird things I was telling people. Like what was the weird one that was so strange? They were, I can't remember what it is now. You'll have to go look at my video on YouTube because it is live. It's a live from last night. And they were just really odd things that only they would know and stuff. And a couple of them said they confirmed that I was right. And because they were like, oh my God, that's why I do that. And I said, yeah, because there's a lot of times you're afraid of water, you probably drowned. probably drowned or afraid of water. You could be died in a shipwreck. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Car accidents, that's another one. Car that you probably died in a car accident. And if you're scared to drive or scared of cars, I all kinds of odd little quirky things. But there hasn't. But what I did is when I go live every once in a while, if you're watching my lives, so here's my schedule. I guess I should put this on my website. I'm usually on Sunday nights at 7, Mondays in the afternoon about 2 o'clock. That way I catch my European crowd. And then a European in Asia. And then at Tuesday nights at between 7:30 and 8, I go on. And anyway, I gave everybody one lifetime or even two. Sometimes one person I gave 3, I think.
Wow.
But because people are like, how can you see them? You're allowing me to. Now I can clearly see them because you don't have to be trained in this. I know you hear, oh, I'm going to take a class. I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of this is hooey, like that old word, hooey.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to learn tarot cards and I'm going to learn Akashic records and only charge me $350. Save your money. One, I would say if you're going to get trained in anything, go and get in Reiki. Get trained in Reiki. It opens you up completely. And I do teach tarot classes, but yet I don't. Because I am a firm believer that you can learn them on your own. You know what you do? You pull, just like I did today, just pulled a card. Got a tarot card, got a tower card. But now watch, something's going to happen. I have to go to my accountant next. And you guys know these cards work. You know they work. Anyway, you pull a card, and you watch and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And you write it down. Write it down, and that's how you learn your cards. You know, there's lots of, I'm getting a wish too. There's a King of Pentacles and a wish. The colors mean something. All of that means something. It's the same thing for Akashic records, though. The Akashic record classes, people like, I want to take this Akashic record class, blah, blah, blah. You can access them. You can do this. But you usually do it for somebody else. It's hard to do it for yourself. Okay. All right. So it looks to me it's about that time. I'm going to start early, and Christine.
Hi, Cindy.
All right, guys. If I missed you guys last night, because I just got somebody says I missed you from yesterday. Yes, I do. I understand, Christine. Christine, send me an email because it'll take me a minute because I'm gonna do your Akashic records, but on here and it won't work as well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna send me an email, send it right to me. Go on my website, Enchanted Sky, Orlando's Enchanted Sky. I'm gonna concentrate on you, and I'll get back to you. And that way I can think about what's going on, okay? Because this is a real short stint where it's all basically yeses and nos, okay? All right. So go ahead, Ken. Do we have any questions?
Yeah. So we're going to open up early. We know it's a few minutes early, but we're rocking and rolling.
2 minutes.
And as you're putting in your questions, be very specific. Don't say, is there a message for me? Also, we want to shout out to diamondsnaturalstore.com for all your fur babies' healthy diet needs. Also, if you're looking for great skincare and beauty line, visit our good friends over at moisturizedchaos.com. This isn't your grandma's, makeup. This is really good stuff that they put together. 2 super, super cool businesses. Check them out. You can order from anywhere in the globe. Just visit their stores, www.diamondsnaturalstore.com and or www.moisturizedchaos. Any questions out there that you want to ask the master psychic, Lana Duncan Hartgrave?
All right. So yes, I got a couple here. When will your BF take you engagement ring shopping? I want to say August. August is good, I think. Okay. See how simple these are. You have to kind of, no offense, but you guys know if you're watching me actively, I'll get tired. You will literally see me having all this energy and then slowly I get tired. Like last night, Christine was right. I got tired. I actually got overtired. I have to be more careful. I want to help everybody. And I said I limited it to 20, but I ended up with 30. 30 Akashic record readings in 2 hours is way too many. And I just literally went to sleep right after that. And I slept steady till 5 o'clock this morning.
There you go.
People don't understand that this stuff is real. So, and you're kind of trying to explain to them that if you're watching somebody that's reputable, you're going to see that this is real. Do you know what I'm saying? So, okay, go ahead.
There
Got
you
any
go.
questions?
TM Yates says, "What career path will my granddaughter take?" Thank you, Teresa.
Okay, I feel like she's in business. I feel like she's well dressed. It might be a realtor or something like that. It's a professional. She's dressed really nicely in a blue suit. So that tells me that it's a business. And I feel like she's got a clipboard and she's talking to people, but there are people below her. So I think that is probably your corporate America or she's running her own business, one or the other, or both.
Or both.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Earl Rule, good morning. Says, "Hey, Lana. Unfortunately, I had a breakup last month. Will I be meeting my lifetime partner in 2024?
Yes.
Congratulations."
I'm glad, Earl, you're not like pushing it. Like, am I going to meet him next week? Yeah.
Right.
I want to say, yes, you are. I want you to put yourself out there though. And remember that the 24 is hugely transformational. Like, it's going to blow people's minds. I'm telling you, it's going to blow people's minds. All right.
There we go.
All right.
Joanne Stoddard asks, "Will my brother stay in the nursing home long term?"
No. They're going to take him out. I don't know why it's such a long time frame, between 3 and 6 months. That seems like a long time frame, but that's what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's months. It's not weeks. No, it's months. I could be wrong because I hear 3 to 6, but it's not weeks. It's months.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take somebody off of here.
Yep.
What's blocking your money, Bella? You are. I do want to say what you need to do is say a prayer, burn a candle. Some people call them spells. I don't. It's positive energy forward. And I feel like it's almost like you're afraid of it, sort of, in a way. Like it's like you're detracting it. So you need to be okay with being wealthy, because I think at a deep core, you're this could be a past life thing. There's something there that you have a deep guilt about being wealthy. Sorry, but that's what I'm picking up. Okay. All right. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, Frankie says, "Is Brian really dating somebody, or is he just saying that to make me jealous? Everything was good with us, but then he switched up the other day."
He's talking to somebody. Ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work out. He's gonna come. Yeah, it ain't gonna work out. He's playing games. He's playing games.
Men are idiots.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm not saying a word.
I am one of them. I can say that. Okay. All right. Teresa Campbell says, "My mom put an offer in on a house yesterday. Will she get this house?"
I feel like it's very positive. It's very positive, Teresa. It's very positive.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Off of TikTok. Now, you guys realize on TikTok, I'm on 216thenet.com. I got 37 million listeners. It's a big old, but TikTok is not connected to StreamYard. So all of my social media, it's not connected. So it's separate. That is why you're separate right now. Okay. So you guys understand why. All right. Mm-hmm. Eventually, hopefully within, before the end of the year, but I bet not. TikTok might connect to StreamYard, where I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. Where else we have? 216 the net. Where
Twitter.
Else? Twitter. Yeah. I'm on all of it right now. So if you go to any of Lana's Enchanted Sky, it'll be there, but not TikTok. So that's why I have a screen, because I have quite a few followers. All right. So, all right, here we go. Will you start a new career? Love and beauty. Yes, you will. In about 4 months. Be careful. You want to walk out, right? I feel like you're going to, you want to tell them to take remember, take this job and shove it, the song.
Yeah.
We remember it. The younger kids don't. But Johnny Paycheck. Yep. And I remember it. And I've told people that. I'm like, have you ever heard that song? And some girl, she was like in her 20s. She's like, no. And I'm like, go on, go just go on to Pandora and download it. Take this job and shove it because that's exactly what you want to do. And she's like, oh my God, you're so right. I'm like, I feel like that is for you to be careful. Love and beauty, you might get set off. That you just are like, you say you're not going to, but I still feel like something's coming that might set you off where you're like, I'm done. It's going to push you because remember, it's in retrograde. Pluto's in retrograde. Pluto, there's a negative connotation to Pluto, right? But it's transformative always. So you don't realize how much better off you'll be. Okay.
There you go. CJ says, why do I always feel like I have to be busy? CJ also says,
that's from this lifetime. You did, I think somebody instilled that in you, like your mother or your grandparents. Somebody, that's what I'm picking up. That somebody made you like idle hands is the devil's work type of attitude.
Yeah.
And I feel that's why, but I have one of my friends, a good friend of mine always says, don't just sit there, just sit there. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when you are sitting, you are doing something. So yeah. So she used to always
the boredom. Yeah, CJ said a little bit earlier that I kind of feel like I'm swaying. So
okay, all right. Do you mean stuck? I don't understand that question. But yeah.
MI says, Lana, all predictions for me were 100%.
Good.
Do you have a move-in date?
You are going to move in earlier than you think. Like I don't know if you're going to actually move, but you're going to have the keys possibly by the end of. Hold on, that didn't make sense. Okay, it's the 31st today. July, the end of July. Okay, am I? Yeah. All
right. That's awesome. Cindy, good morning. Just says, is there messages from my spirit guide? I'm sure there is, but
I'm sure, Cindy. Quit procrastinating. They're calling you out. You're procrastinating about making a change in your life that you need to know, and you know you need to do it, but you just keep putting it off. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Time is running out. You need to, because there's some type of offer coming towards you that you should not turn down, but because you're procrastinating, you could miss it. That was a big one, huh? Try that one. See if you know what it. Tell me, Cindy, if I'm not right. You've been procrastinating. You get back to me and tell me if I'm not right. Okay.
And try it by the end of this show. Don't procrastinate. Just kidding. Angelus says, will I be able to reconnect with my dad in my dreams again?
You do a lot. You're not always remembering. Here we go again, Angelus. Make sure you're writing it down and tell your soul to remember. I know that's such a simple thing, but people forget that. Tell your soul when you lay down, I will remember my dreams. You're going to have to make me, and I will remember. My soul is going to tell me, and I'm going to remember. Okay. Make sure.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Ashley M says, when is my next love interest?
The next love interest comes around towards the fall, August to September. And it could be a long-term one. I want to say it might be from your past. You might know somebody who knows somebody from your past that knows somebody. It feels like that kind of information, that kind of situation.
That connection. Yeah.
That kind of connection. Okay.
There we go. Tina Brown, our good friend, says, my daughter Caitlin's keeping my new granddaughter away from me. Will she realize the guy she is with is wrong for her and come back home to me? My heart is broken.
Well, you know what? You can't make them do anything. And I'm going to tell you, Tina, I don't know what it is about the generation that's 20-somethings. I'm going to be honest. I know I got 20-somethings listening. Tell me if I'm not right. Everything's always self-centered. Like I don't know if it's because of them being on social media and not having relationships like they do. But how many parents have cried to me, have called me up and said their kids won't speak to them anymore? Now I have a 26-year-old and I know she's not listening and I'm going to call her out anyway, but she doesn't really talk that much to me. My other two kids that are 35 and 31, different generation, millennials. And you know what I'm saying? They call me every day. They talk to me every single day, but she doesn't. She does her own thing. She stays by her. I don't know if it's like a social skill thing. I'm not sure, but I just know that I am talking to a lot of people, and that generation will just nothing about cutting off their family and not even talking to them ever again. Tell me if I'm not right, because you have no idea how many calls of people call me, because I'm an intuitive. I'm a counselor, but I'm also a medium, and they call me in tears because their children will not talk to them. So, all right, just thought I would let you guys know. And Amy, will you have a child soon? Now, we've gone through this before, and if you're new to me, look on here, the dominant hand right in between here, right in between. Count how many lines. That's how many kids you're going to have. Okay. I swear by this. I swear it is accurate. Have you ever checked your wife's hand, Kent?
I've been slapped by it a couple times.
But
that
I'm
was too close.
Look in there, see if there could be, okay, because you guys got 4. Because after 4 kids, it gets confusing. There could be 2 real deep lines, or like 2 lines and like 2 little ones. Yeah, but there should be 4 lines. Check it. I look at mine. I have 3. I have 3 children. Look at 3 children, and that is accurate. My daughter has 2 children, and she has 2 lines. I swear by that. I swear. It gets really hard after 4 kids, though. She got all these little broken lines. And,
there you go. Joanne says, "Will I get laid off at my job? If so, how soon will I get a new one?"
There is something coming for you. I think it might be a layoff. They want to call you back, but I think you might find another job pretty soon. I want you to put your resume in to like a job place. There is somebody looking for your skills as we speak. I think you're going to end up with a better job than what you started. Okay. I really do. And so just keep looking. I feel like you're not working as much. Maybe you're making a little bit more, so you don't have to work a lot of overtime, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of extra hours or something. Okay.
Yeah. Cindy says, "Oh my gosh, you are absolutely right about the procrastination. Has to do with getting rid of things in the house, and it needs to be done. I also think it has to do with my marriage."
It has to do with your marriage. It has to do with that. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. A couple more questions. I have to get to my accountant.
Yeah. Sophie says, will I receive my disability payment this month?
No.
Thank you. Ugh.
You're looking for a while. It's gonna be like July or August. I'm sorry. It'll be back pay. You'll be okay. You'll make ends meet. Just watch everything. They're showing me eating a lot of soup. I don't, if they try to make ends meet until you get your money. Yeah. I think that's representational. All right. One more question. One more.
Karen says, will I find a new love soon?
Not until the end of 23 into 24. Okay.
So that's soon.
Yep.
There you go. Listen, we've got to run. We can't thank you enough for hanging out with us this morning. Of course, every Wednesday, 9:30 Central, we are right here at 216 The Net. If you need to touch base with our good friend and master psychic, Lana Duncan Hartgraves, for accurate predictions, you can visit Lana at lanasenchantedSky.com. For fast answers at a low cost, go to https://ko-fi. So that's coffee.com. 20% Enchanted Sky. Trust Lana for dependable insights. She's great at what she does. Visit her as well at right down here, lanasenchantedSky.com.
Yep.
For all of us here at 216 Net, thank you for getting caught in the net with us. We'll see you next week, folks.